Hey everyone, Mac is back. I'm going to start a series on rebel leaders and the formations that you could possibly use. I'll show you the ones that I use, and if you have those commanders, and if not, if you have questions, or maybe you need to experiment a little with yourself based on the quality of your commanders. But I'm going to do a series here of videos on each troop type. And it's going to be just separate videos because I'm going to need to save up my motivation to be able to do the level 3s, 4s, and 5s. Those are the ones that we primarily use anyway. Most of us use the level 3s and we try to just one-shot them, and we try to two-shot the level 4s, and the whales probably might be able to do one-shot a level 4. And then for level 5 you want to probably do it in 3 or 4 hits. If it takes you 5, that's probably too much, but that's kind of what you're looking at. I just want to preface this, I'm not going to do this in every video, but make sure that you have your castle skin on for this. Make sure you pick the one that gives you the expedition damage of 25%, or the other one I believe is 20. I don't even have it unlocked, but there's another one down here that has the there you go, 25% actually. So this little last hearth, it gives you 25%. So make sure you have that on. Make sure if you have the castle skin, which I don't have, make sure you have that on as well. Make sure your mountain clan set. So when you go in here, make sure that your rebel leaders, you apply that, you have that in there, and also make sure that your lord is in every formation. So I use Enzo quite a lot. So make sure that you have him, or Gene. Gene is a pretty prevalent one too, that you have them in your formation. So those are just a couple things. I'm just going to state that right now. I think it's very obvious, but I just want to make sure that everybody's getting the maximum amount of damage that they possibly can. So let's get to it. So we're going to start with the bows, and up right now with the Bolton boys, and let's get into that. Something you can remember. So if you think you forgot about changing over your mountain clan gear, is to look at how much it's going to cost you for that attack. You should have the same amount, obviously, for the level 3s, 4s, and 5s. Separately, of course. You're not going to get 888 for 4s and 5s, but if I still see 888 here, I know that I'm not getting this. I didn't change my gear over. But this is typically the formation that I'll use. So if you have Enzo purple, then he just needs Gene to heal. If you have Enzo gold, then you probably don't need Gene in here at all. Or maybe you want to you could take Annie out, because Annie gives a little bit of defense as well. But this is what I'm going to use, because you want your damage dealers in here. You want Julian, who does really well, Sheila with her nuke, and then Theon's just a staple as well. Usually this is a one-shot, and I say usually, it's almost every time it's going to be a one-shot. So when it's basically on your commanders and the quality, and it's going to be, a lot of it's going to depend on Enzo. If you have Enzo blue, purple, or gold, that's what's going to matter. So you can see right there, that's 100%, and that's what you want, really good. So hopefully that formation is one that you'll be able to use. And now we're going to move to a level 4, and what I like to do is I like to keep the same formation as the 3, just to see where Enzo, if he can live, and if he doesn't live, then maybe we can actually push it to a different formation that could work. But I always like to try the first one to see if I can two-shot. I don't think that I'm able to one-shot a level 4 bow. They're difficult enough as it is, because there's no counters for them. But I always like to see what I can do with the same formation as a level 3. And then hopefully this will work. So I get 57 out of that, and that's okay, but I think it really should be a lot more. So I'm gonna go watch this battle real quick. So Enzo dies with 9 seconds to go, so that's a lot of damage that could have been done. Whether that's enough to justify a different formation, as long as you can two-shot the level 4s, you're usually pretty good. So I'm not sure that that's much of a difference there, but I'm going to try something different. I want to try a different formation here to see if it actually works. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out Gene, move Annie here. I'm going to move, and actually let's try it in the back, because I'm going to put Egbert in there. Basically the theory on this is that Enzo takes a lot of damage at the very beginning, and then Egbert will come in and just put that protection that he does, a 17,000 damage reduction for 10 seconds around him, and then he essentially, once he gets down to a certain level, he stays at that level because he just never takes any more damage because Egbert just comes in and saves him the entire time. I could be wrong, but that's the theory on this one. So we're going to try that and see what happens. And there you go, 39%. So definitely not. That definitely didn't work. Enzo probably died very quickly. The only other thing that I'm possibly going to try next is to put Enzo up front, or I'm sorry, Egbert up front, and just to see if he can get his a skill off just in time to be able to save Enzo. So for the level 4s, you're better off with Jean and Annie in there instead of Egbert. So now we're going to go to the level 5s, and I have never done one of these before because they typically don't do these, but this is kind of the formation I think might be most effective. Enzo here again. Jean's going to be healing Enzo, but he's not going to be able to heal him enough. He'll die very quickly, I think, because these 5s are very tough. But I think Egbert will be able to put his reduction up there, so then Jean can continue to heal. So one of the two things are going to happen: either the rebel leader is going to kill Enzo very quickly, or Enzo has a possibility of having too much health and not doing enough damage. But we're going to find out. So let's see what the very first one is. Hoping for 22%, so that should give us about that should give you about a 4 shot. That's not too bad, and even if you stack that on top of that, we might get lucky and you know, even do a little bit more. So let's keep doing this and see what we can get. I'm not sure how the damage will actually stack itself, but I'm kind of hoping that this will work that way. Second hit's 26. That's good. So it's going to be about a 4 shot to be able to do this. Using a lot of motivation on this too, but you know, just wanted to give this a go. So this should be able to do a 26. It should be, and next one 38. Oh, he lives. Yeah, see, even when he lives, so you might be able to actually 3-shot. And if you have Enzo at gold, I think this is a really good play to have Enzo gold, because if you have him gold, you're really looking. You could probably do maybe even a little different formation as well. I think that's very good. But yeah, 4 shot on a bow on a level 5 is actually really good. That's 8,000, essentially about 8,000 motivation, and it worked out really well. So that's hopefully these different formations help. Another one to consider when you with Enzo as well is to put like a Rob in there in the back line to be able to stun for 5 seconds. So that would give more time for Jean to heal. Doesn't do as much damage, but Enzo's the one who's doing the most damage. So I hope this helped you, and until next time, Mac out.